Okay, not too bad. I'm gonna have to spam click for not as much as I thought, but still some. Oy vey, come on. I need y'all to cross your fingers if this doesn't keep on happening. Seriously, I'm begging you. Okay.
Oh? What is it?
What makes you ask?
Well, we met the doctor back.
It's possible we're not really on this. I did hear his father
Spam click
rejected
through.
most of his proposal.
Secret experiment? Could that mean... I don't think so.
I don't know any the details of the... I know you don't agree with some of the Fatui's methods, and I'm not asking you to. But I am asking you to trust us on this. The House of the Hearth has its own principles. There are certain lines we're not willing to cross.
Well, that's good to know, I guess.
Alright, that's good to hear at least.
Okay, it looks like the stream is good again. Oy vey.
Carefree seems to think the knave and the doctor worked together to do something horrible. If that turned out to be true, Paimon doesn't know how he would even face you guys. It's just that it doesn't seem like Carefree is lying either. The easiest thing to do would be just ask the knave directly, but Paimon doesn't think she'd tell us.
Let's focus on the plan for now.
Father didn't come back last night. She's probably still near the shore. We'll be counting on you to distract her. Lynette, you're with me. Freminet, you know what to do. Be on your guard, everyone. Alright, let's get to it.
Things aren't gonna go well again.
Where are we going today?
Let's try somewhere further away this time.
Arlecchino, we need to talk again. Hopefully the internet won't cause me problems again.
Ah, it's you two again. I must say, you look a bit pale. Did you have trouble sleeping last night?
A little bit maybe?
A little.
Perhaps if you had less on your mind, you'd be able to absolve yourself of such troubles. So what are you planning to do now? Catch up on some sleep? Or should I give you some time to rack your brain for a topic to discuss before I ask any questions?
She's on to us, isn't she?
Although I must profess to being curious. Without child here, how do you plan on distracting me?
Don't smile at me after saying that.
Us? Distract you? A good one. But no, we were just here for a chat.
Looks like you could have used some extra time to think. No matter. If you don't have any other plans, why don't you accompany me somewhere?
Sure, why not?
Don't worry. I'll be sure to steer clear of any scheming children.
Well, I guess she's good enough to know when to give him space. She must know that something's going on, but the kids don't want her to find out, so she probably trusts Lyney, Lynette, and Freminet to not be doing anything too bad.
The ocean breeze is sure nice today.
So you know everything, then?
Children always think they can hide things from the grown-ups, but nothing gets past me. Least of all a little scheming. I think I'll let them have at it for a little longer. I can be very patient. Well, I'll leave you to think things over. If you're so inclined, meet me outside the Palais Mermonia.
Okay. What you gonna be doing there?
Good things come to children who do as they're told. So I do hope you decide to tag along. If only for your friends' sakes.
Okay, will do.
What should we do?
Just follow her, I guess.
She clearly knows about everything we've been doing, and Paimon doesn't think it'd be a stretch to say she was threatening us just now.
We should release the pigeon that Lyney gave us. and then probably go with Arlecchino.
Oh, good idea. Hopefully he sees it in time. Well, we should probably head to the Palais Mermonia. Paimon doesn't want to find out what happens if we don't show up. Based on what the knave was saying just now, it sure didn't seem like it'd be anything good.
We really don't have any other options, so guess all we can do is take it one step at a time.
Okay, then we probably shouldn't keep her waiting. It seems like Lyney and the others are on thin ice, so let's do our best to not get them in any more trouble.
Yeah, let's keep our mouths shut for now. Wait, this isn't the Palais Mermonia, is it? I thought that was... Oh, I was thinking about the concert hall thing. This is the Palais Mermonia. Duh, what am I thinking?
Seeing as we still have some time before my meeting, we might as well enjoy some pleasant conversation while we wait. I'm glad to see you get along with my children. Being surrounded by good companions is necessary for a child's development.
You're not planning on doing anything to them, are you?
I assume you're referring to Lyney, Lynette, and Freminet. Although, there's that situation with Filial and Nentoy as well. It appears quite a few people have been acting out lately. No matter. I'm not one to discriminate. All those who betray the house meet the same fate. There are no exceptions.
Don't tell me you mean that about Lyney, Lynette, and Freminet.
Does that mean you're going to kill them?
Oh, are you here to beg for their lives? I'm sorry to disappoint, but the rules of the house change for no one. In my organization, everyone is responsible for their own actions.
But don't you care about them at all? They really respect you. They even call you father. You must feel something for them.
Any organization in which feelings come before principles is one destined for ruin. The House of the Hearth is hardly an exception. You could say our principles are more stringent than most.
Arle, I think you need to tone it down a notch.
Perhaps I can offer you this consolation at least. As our guests, you two will not be held accountable along with them.
There's really no other way to solve the issue?
I would imagine Lyney, Lynette, and Freminet will be able to keep their lives.
Thank goodness.
As for Filial, Nentoy, and the others, I'm afraid there's little I can do. They can try to escape, but once you know our secrets, there's no getting out alive.
Is that what Clairvy meant?
But that's awful.
Ah, you seem concerned. Out of consideration for my guests, I suppose I could turn a blind eye for a little longer. If Lyney and the others manage to dispose of Clairvy in the meantime, all evidence of their wrongdoing will be lost. In that case, I could hardly punish them for something I couldn't prove.
So she knows about Clairvy too. Okay. This is interesting. How do you feel about that? That's Clairvy.
If their efforts are unsuccessful, on the other hand, all will be held accountable. And the punishment will be severe.
It's a deal then, I guess. We'll hold you to it.
Of course. Oh, and here, I believe this belongs to you. Do try and keep better track of it next time.
I was wondering if she was gonna see that and get it. Well then. Lyney's goose is cooked.
It takes a considerable amount of time to train a bird like this. It would be such a pity if you were to lose it. Permanently.
Wait, where did you get that?
Well, I'm afraid that's all the time we have to chat. Now, for the matter at hand. I asked you to meet me here because I have business at the Palais Mermonia. It has nothing to do with you, but I think it would be prudent for you to stick by my side for the time being. There will always be time later to run off and tell Lyney what you've learned.
Alright.
Well, time to go. Looks like we wrapped things up just in time.
Okay, I'm starting to get that intimidation feeling that Lumine was having. Arla, stop being freaky. Arla, stop being freaky. She's cool, but she freaks me out. I think even more than Dottore might. And that's saying something. So I guess we're meeting with Neuvillette. Not a surprise from the trailer.
It's been a while, Monsieur Neuvillette. I must say, I wasn't expecting my meeting request to be approved quite so quickly. The Palais Mermonia operates with an efficiency worthy of admiration.
It is only right that an esteemed diplomat such as yourself should be afforded the proper level of respect.
I think you're just scared of the Fatui, which I can't blame you.
Although, if I may speak plainly, I must confess that I did not anticipate we would have the occasion to meet again after presenting you with the Gnosis. I see you brought the Traveler and Paimon with you as well. If I may inquire as to the purpose of your visit.
Hi, Neuvi. How's it going? I don't really know what's going on.
I'll be departing Fontaine shortly. There is, however, an outstanding matter that I would like to see resolved before I go. It requires a rather lengthy explanation, I'm afraid. So I took the liberty of explaining everything in this proposal. Please review it at your leisure, Monsieur Neuvillette.
So we're just gonna wait? Alright. You enjoy your tea.
I understand your request. However, at the risk of causing offense, I must admit that I fail to see why you would wish for such a thing.
I heard you have a certain fondness for water tasting, Monsieur Neuvillette. So allow me to use water as an analogy.
Hopefully this analogy does not fly over my head.
A family is like a large body of water with countless rivers flowing in and out. As someone who watches over this system, I would hope that each river that flows from the source will eventually reach the ocean. Of course, objectively speaking, I know this is impossible. Most of the rivers will dry up along the way, disappearing into the ground and leaving nothing but a barren riverbed behind. Not all rivers are destined to reach the ocean, but I would not see their existence rendered meaningless. I believe the water that flows within them is simply meant for a different destination, like a field in need of irrigation. Or perhaps the glass of a certain water-tasting enthusiast.
Okay, so I'm wondering, is she basically trying to say that rather than killing off certain members, put them into protective custody or something around here?
Did you get any of that, Traveler?
Kind of, maybe?
Your words paint an optimistic picture indeed. Allow me to remind you, however, few among us are willing to sip from a glass filled with tainted water.
It may have been tainted at one point in time, but not to worry. I'll make sure it's strained of all impurities and returned to its cleanest form.
Wait a second, I just wondered. She mind-wiping people who want out? And then just letting them go? Is that what the experiment with Dottore is? Mind-wiping them so that they can leave? Actually, because the reason why they can't leave is because they have too many secrets. Maybe that's it.
I seem to recall there being a transactional aspect to your proposal. Perhaps you could expound on that?
If you accept my proposal, Monsieur Neuvillette, I will gradually withdraw my forces from Fontaine. And, unless absolutely necessary.
So she's demilitarizing, basically.
I presume I can take your words to mean that, in the future, cases similar to the Tartuffe assassination will cease to cross my desk?
The what? Excuse me? What happened?
Tartuffe?